Different types of touch. What does that mean? Well, this is a conversation that you would have before you're intimate with your partner. And this is something that you have to kind of get to know each other. You might get to know yourself a little bit too, as far as what you might do later. Maybe it's later that day or just sometime in the future, but different types of touch. And there aren't necessarily like 3 or 4. There's probably an infinite number of types, but be thinking of this. And you might do something like this. You might like roll up your sleeves and just talk with your partner and play with as far as how you like to be touched. Is it a light touch? Is it kind of a scratching? Is it firm like a massage? Is it like a Swedish massage? Is it like a deep tissue massage? What actually turns you on? Are there places that you like to be touched, places that you don't like to be touched? Sometimes I talk about when you're in sort of the sexual moment, sometimes places that you usually don't like to be touched, you really do when you're in that sexual reality aspect. So play around with that and play around with yourself. So when you're masturbating, whatever, just see what feels good and tell that to your partner and try it out. But try it out ahead of time when it's safe, when you kind of there's no pressure on it. And we talk a lot about this, but when we're naked with somebody, we're obviously pretty vulnerable. Like, how can you get more vulnerable than that? Everything's on the line. You're naked, right? So maybe you want to go into it. Not that you can't have communication while it's going on, and you should, but you want to have some things sort of set up ahead of time, as far as things you definitely know you want to do and some things you definitely don't know or definitely know you don't want to do. And one of these is kind of understanding what kind of touch that you like, what kind of touch that they like, and just play around with that. So you talk about it ahead of time, play with it when you're playing, and then later you talk about it again when your clothes are back on and some other time during the day or whatever. And maybe you do that again. It's like, oh, I thought I would like this, but it turns out I really don't like it. Find out. It'll really add a lot of sort of nuance to that love language idea. We all kind of use all 5. So the idea of touch, find out specifically what sexual love language you like with respect to touch. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I will see you on the next video.